I'm Davie.
I'm Misti.
DMWatts.
Unscripted.
Unedited.
Unapologetic.
Let's get it.
What's going on, everybody? I am Davie,
I'm Misti.
and welcome you guys to another great episode of DM Watts Podcast. Oh, let me take my do-rag off.
Taking the do-rag off.
I forgot. I had do-rag.
He had the do-rag on,
Yeah,
guys.
it's cool. Hey, welcome to another episode of DM Watts Podcast. There we go. Got
That's
my
better.
sexiness in full effect now. All right,
Yeah.
cool, it's good to go.
I mean, the line will go away in like 10 minutes.
Yeah. By the time this is over, the line won't be there anymore on my
He's
head.
going to start relaxing because now all the blood is actually coming back to his face.
What I do? Hey, I feel like I'm not the only one of y'all seen folks in the store, the guys in the store with the line across their head. You're like, dude, what the heck happened to you?
I don't
Like,
know how you do it.
I mean, it's one of those things with do rags is like you put it on, and it's like we always have that thing where the tighter the better, which that's not true.
That's
It's
that
not true in
can't be
any essence.
good.
That
You have it so tight. It's like a tourniquet
But
around your
what
head.
hold on, Dad. The thing about that is that if you don't have it tight, if it's loose, it just looks your hair is still just wild. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
not laid out. And granted, does it
I
need to be this tight?
understand
Probably
that,
not.
But I just feel like there should be like, I don't know, a wider band or elastic or
Yeah.
something.
It
so
probably
that you don't
need
get
to be that
that.
tight. It probably don't need to be that tight. But oh well.
What's wrong
Because-
with Davie? As do-rag's too tight.
Like if
It'll
I start,
be fine. He'll
if
be
I start
fine.
thinking really hard about the most simplest question, so you said 2 plus 2.
Wait a minute.
So
You do that to
so
me
like,
now.
are you talking about whatever?
Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
Hey,
The
look,
do-rag's too tight.
it would work for what's his name? What's old dude name on Empire? That wanted to create his own math.
Oh God, that guy.
I feel like we can't mention him because we may get sued or something. I don't know.
the
but
1 + 1
1
is
plus
actually
1 is
3
actually
guy.
3. Yeah, I can't. Terrence Howard.
There you go.
Yeah, Terrence Howard. He wants to create. Look him up. It's a
Yeah.
serious thing. He wants to create. He feels like math is his own way. Like we have it wrong. So yeah, look,
Here's
it's
the thing:
weird.
the guy is actually like really smart.
He's
so
very smart.
He
Actually,
could be right,
but you never know.
but we're just all too busy making
Yeah.
fun of him
Yeah.
because we're not as smart as him.
Exactly. I mean, they say time is relative.
Lunchtime doubly so.
Yeah, that. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, if you see those people with the lines across their forehead, that's what's going on. Is the do rag has been too tight, and the thing.
It's not a new fad.
Well,
it's not
no,
the new
it's
trend.
not. Well, here's the crappy part about it is that, when we getting ready to go somewhere, I speak for all do-rag wearers. Okay. So you haven't figured it out. Me and R's and W's don't get along. So all do-rag wearers. Yeah. Anyway, for those who put on a do-rag, I speak for them everywhere. When I say, you put this do-rag on, and we get in the car and get ready to go somewhere, we don't take it off until we're in the parking lot.
You don't.
We're in the parking space.
And it
Or
makes
as
me
we
nuts.
walk into the store, we're like, all right,
Oh.
now. Now, don't get me wrong. There's been times where I'm just like, no, the do-rag stays on all day while I'm at the store.
It-
then when,
it makes me nuts.
you be like, so what is the purpose of what you got going
And
on
here's
right
why
now?
it makes me nuts. I don't care if you wear a do-rag or not.
Mhm.
That's your thing. Whatever.
Mm.
You're making your hair look good. Cool.
Yeah.
And there are times I'm like, can you please put your do-rag on because your hair is wild and you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
put
yeah.
that stuff down. Okay, cool.
Like if I forget at night.
But when we're going, okay, say we were going to a ball
Okay.
and we're riding to the ball and we're all decked out and you've got your do-rag on and I know you and I know you're going to wait till you get into the parking lot to take it out. And now I got to stare at a line for a half hour and your beautiful face is just got this line
across.
across it. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, can you give your skin time
Yeah. Yeah.
to relax
it's
so
literally-
that
it's
if we
like-
get a picture taken,
It's a cloth hickey. It's
we
like,
don't feel like we
so
need to
there,
write something on the line.
Yeah, because I would take it off, especially if I hadn't had my haircut just yet. It's like being in need of
Oh.
haircut. I haven't got to the barber. So I have on extra tight if I haven't got to the barber.
Oh,
And then it's just like, bro, like, hey, are you all right?
there was one time I banned him. Remember this? I banned you from like wearing a do-rag for a week because you had tied it so tight for like 3 days in a row that he gave himself a scar. Like you gave yourself a skin burn.
I still wore it. But, it's just one of
And I
those
was like,
times.
what are you doing? It's not supposed to be the
Yeah. Yeah. So
I-
it's
This
a learning
isn't- This
process.
isn't an episode about do-rags.
It's not
by
about
the way.
do-rags, I promise. But anyway, that's our little rant of do-rags. Getting to the episode.
We have lots of rants.
Yeah, so there's our 5-minute rants on do-rags. But go ahead and get into the episode. Hey, welcome back, guys. We have our random question generator. for those who are coming back.
From the
like,
University of Washington faculty.
University of Washington, man. Like, hey,
Thank you.
we
University
have
of
a
Washington.
random question generator. And this is how we're going to pick our topics. Instead of reaching to the fishbowl, we now have a random question generator. So now it's about that time for us to see what the random question is. The random question of the day is, what's your earliest memory?
Ooh,
That is the random question for
I
today.
like it a lot.
What's your earliest memory? Now, judging about how excited but my wife just got,
I love
she
memory.
clearly has a ton of memories, her earliest memories. So we're going to go ahead and kick it off and say, what you got, baby? What's your earliest memory?
Okay, so I had a Jacob's ladder, and for
Okay.
those of you that aren't as old as me, I guess, a Jacob's ladder is just a little like 2x2 thin piece of wood, and it has ribbon around it, and it's like an old fidget spinner, and it has ribbon around it, and there's like 4 or 5 of them, and you just move it back and forth, and it scales down.
Called
So
a
it's
Jacob's
like
ladder?
it's called a Jacob's ladder. So
Okay.
it's like an infinity little step down ladder, and you just move it back and forth, and it continues to go. And this Jacob's ladder was my favorite toy, and I was like maybe 3,
Okay.
barely 3, and I knew it was in the kitchen drawer, and it was
Yeah.
like a junk drawer.
Yeah.
And this is like good old like the deep drawers, right? When the
Yeah.
kitchens were kitchens.
Yeah.
Kitchens were kitchens. In the 70s, kitchens were kitchens.
Yeah.
And I knew it was there. And I had crawled up on the kitchen. I moved the stool because
Uh-huh.
Mother would cut hair. She was a hairdresser. So there was always a stool around. So I pushed the stool over. I climbed up on the stool. I climbed up on the kitchen counter. And I got the drawer open, and I got my Jacob's ladder. And I just was like giggling, and then
Yeah.
was like, "Catch me!" And
Uh,
my father took a dive from the kitchen table to the kitchen, and he caught me, and I remember laughing. But
Yeah.
I was so happy I had my Jacob's ladder.
Oh.
However, that little stunt got my Jacob's ladder taken away from me.
So,
So he put
that
it
was
back in the
traumatizing
drawer.
for everybody.
So yeah,
That's hilarious.
that's one of my earliest memories.
Yeah. Well, mine, I mean, I got a few. So clearly it says earliest memories, not talking about childhood memories or just memories in general, right?
Memories.
So for those that don't know, I don't like beer. Like, I don't
Ugh.
drink beer. I can't stand the taste of beer. Yes. Call it whatever you want.
It's not
What
good.
I just can't. I have never met a beer. People have tried. Look, no, it's taste kind of orange. Cause see, this is the orange.
And
Like, no, it's
people
beer.
are fascinated with the stuff you don't like, because
Yeah.
they're like, no, try it. It's good. It tastes
No.
like Fruit Loops.
No,
No, try
Fruit
it.
Loops, yeah.
It's
Our
like
son
Fruity
tried to
Pebbles.
get me to drink Weller's. I think what it's called was Weller's. Some type, I don't know,
Yeah, it
some
doesn't
type of
matter. Back to
whiskey. It's
beer.
nasty anyway. But yeah, back to the beer. So listen, I had to have been about, man, maybe 6 or 7. You know, I don't know. It could. I mean, it's earliest memory, and I can remember being real thirsty. This is our house in Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama. When I used to live in Huntsville, Alabama, I remember the table. It was a brown table. It was a round brown table, and I can remember there was this blue cup. It was a light blue cup, and for those that don't know, light blue and the light, whatever color the liquid is, that's what it's gonna be.
Sure.
And so beer is like what, yellowish orange almost. That's what
Amber.
beer looks right.
Amber.
That's what it is. What other thing is amber to a child? What is a child gonna think when they see an amber liquid?
Apple juice.
Apple juice. Exactly. So I was like, hey, there's a big old cup of apple juice sitting on the table.
It was probably cold.
On the kitchen. Yeah,
and it had the
it had the
bubbles.
sweat on it.
Yeah.
I'm in Huntsville, Alabama. So I mean,
You
it's
hot.
I'm hot, and I'm like, oh man, it's apple juice sitting up
Apple
there.
juice.
Now, mind you, thinking from a kid's perspective, I also knew I wasn't supposed to drink it because it's like, that's not yours. You know what I mean? It's like, you would have thought that would have
Yeah.
kicked in. No,
no.
I was being the standard kid and was like, hey, there's some apple juice. So me and my wisdom at that age decided, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go and take a sip of the apple juice, set it back down, and run off because I won't drink much of it.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
just thirsty, but I just want a sip of apple juice. So I walk up to that and it's sweating. I can remember putting it in slow motion with my hand goes to grab it. I'm like, man, this is going to be some good ass apple juice because it's sweat on the side. That, you know, I'm like, this is going to be good. Man, I picked that thing up and I remember I took a swig. Now, the thing about humans, not kids, humans in general, the way we know something's nasty, we don't take a sip and try to, you know, like,
We
oh,
don't
let me,
swallow.
we was like, hey, let me taste it first. No, we'll gulp. and then be like, oh, that was nasty. Like,
Did you swallow it?
oh
though?
man, I took a big old gulp, and that first gulp, I was like, I spit the entire rest out. That was the nastiest
That's
taste
funny.
I had ever had. I mean, I was like, "Rah!" I was like, what is this?
That's funny.
The thing is, nobody was around. Nobody was around. I remember running outside thinking, oh, God, what did I just drink? Yeah. And so every time I have a beer, that memory comes along now. That's why I can't stand beer. That's why I can't stand the taste of beer. Every time I tell you, every time I drink beer.
That's what.
Huh?
That's what you think of.
Yeah. Every time I drink beer, I have that drink, that first gulp. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like I
But
said.
you still you take gulps.
Yeah,
You're
that's what
not
I'm
a
saying.
drinker.
Like,
You're a gulper.
No, this is what.
You're
See?
so cute. You're still like a little kid. Ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's so nasty.
You still. That's how you drink.
Same
Oh.
thing with water. Yep.
Yeah.
Same thing where you think I just ran a marathon? Yeah,
That's how you drink water. Like, and I'm like, Jesus, are you okay?
like they just rescued
Are
me
you
from being
a
kidnapped
fish?
or something.
Do I need to get you back to the pond?
That's how I feel like when I be drinking water. Like I just got rescued from being kidnapped, and it's like, oh my God. Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of like
With
that.
your line across your forehead.
with
from
my
your
line across my
do-rag.
forehead. So
Do-rag.
definitely look like I escaped from being kidnapped. You think
Yeah,
about it, got a
wow.
line. Oh, they clearly beat him across the face.
I mean, we've never really told the story about how we got married, so
but,
maybe people don't
what do
know I kidnapped you.
yeah, that's
So
what
you don't
happened.
remember that.
It wasn't really a kidnapping, considering our marriage story. Stop me if you heard this.
Yeah, we're not going into that. We're going back to what was the question? Memory.
What was your earliest memory?
Earliest memory.
Earliest
but
memory.
my earliest memories do come from like when I was 2 or 3.
Okay, so is that the? I mean, you got some more, right? Like that's not.
Oh yeah, I have tons.
okay,
I
so that's
remember
okay.
like I was the queen of mud pies. I loved it. I never wanted to be inside. I was an outdoor kid. I was very much a tomboy. And I remember like my mother always had these amazing wigs, and so they were all like platinum blonde wigs. So every wig was white, right? And so I would put them on, and I would put oranges in my shirt, and I would do performances on the porch, and I'd have mud all over my face because I was in the mud pies, and I'm
Oh,
like,
my
oh, now I want to be Dolly Parton, and I'd
Oh.
run in and grab one of my mother's very expensive white wigs, and I would put it on, and I have these pictures of me with oranges in my shirt and doing poses because I wanted to be Dolly Parton.
Oh man, yeah.
So I remember that.
Yeah. So mine was. I have one that my little brother. I can remember when we were younger. I remember when he first learned his name. And,
Oh, I
not
bet
first
that
learned
was
his name,
cute.
but he learned all about himself. So it was like he would walk around telling people his first, middle, and last name and his social security number.
Oh.
It's like my name is blah blah blah. My social security number is blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, that's cute. My mom was like, boy, if you don't shut up. Tavares, if you watching, yeah, I put that one out there. He's like, my name is Tavares, blah blah blah, and my social security number is blah blah blah. We're like, what in the hell is that? Like I said, I was young at the same time too, so I didn't realize what he was saying was bad.
Aw.
What's wrong? It's just his name and social.
That's
his name and his
adorable.
numbers. I was mad because I couldn't remember mine. Yeah, at the time, how he remember it, I don't remember mine. I want to tell everybody my name and social security.
And now we're all like, no,
Everybody's
put
like, don't
it
even tell me your
down.
name.
just give
At
me your
this
last
point,
four.
you
What's your
somebody
last
else
four?
ID at this point.
I'm scared to give the last 4
Yeah,
anymore.
I know, right? Because they're like, what you say your last 4 is? Got him.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so that's one of my earliest memories. I got, don't get me wrong, I got plenty.
Yeah.
That's,
Well, the funny thing is, like, my brother and I at the Social Security office, because we didn't get ours when we were born. We had to go get it. And I was like 8, and he was a teenager. And we were getting our Social Security, and my mom made us fill out the application so she could help, make sure we knew what information we were putting out there.
Yeah.
And so I was filling mine out, and I was looking over my brother. I remember always being very protective over my older brother because I just felt like he always needed help.
Yeah.
I just always felt like he needed a little extra. And by God, 7 years younger than him, I was going to be the one to help him. And I looked over, and where it said sex, MF, he hit M, crossed it out, and I yelled in a full packed Social Security office in Miami, Oklahoma.
Woo, boy. The whole Social Security number?
Hot as hell that day. Mom, Gene said he's having sex. Because I didn't know what it meant. I was like 7. I'd never done paperwork. Oh, that dude was so embarrassed. He was like, "Oh my God, Misty," and Mother goes, "Shut up, shut up, shut up." That's not what that means. And then she started just hysterically laughing, and my sister, I sure, was brooding in the background, going, "Oh my God, they're so embarrassing."
I mean, but that is
It
hilarious.
was pretty funny.
I mean, that is hilarious
pretty
right
funny.
there. I mean, how do you look at that?
Yeah.
I got another one of my earliest memories I could say is I can remember a time, like, we all had those times where I called it first. I called this
Oh,
first.
absolutely.
Right? Yeah. So,
I called dibs.
yeah, all right. So there was a time. So, but then there's a time where, like, when they say I called it first, when you get mad because you didn't get to call it first, so you're like third or last.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So true story. There was a time we were in Illinois. We were in Dalton, Illinois, and I can remember that we were making breakfast. Right. It was me, my brother, my younger brother, my older brother, and our uncle at the time. And I remember we was like, hey, we finna make pancakes. And I remember my uncle was like, well, I got first on the skillet.
Okay.
I'm using the skillet. And then my younger brother was, I got second. And I was like, well, I got third. I was mad. Right?
Yeah.
Third on the skillet. And I said, I called first on the syrup. Right? I called first on the
Got
syrup.
that syrup, though.
I got y'all ass now. So I got called first on the syrup. Now, let's be real here. Is that really something you should call first on when the other people got first on the skillet? Obviously, your pancake is going to be the last one made.
Well, I think it's actually pretty strategic.
It's strategic,
good.
but let me
Why
tell you
couldn't they
something.
just make you? I guess I don't understand why y'all had to make your own pancakes. Like
Yeah.
it just wasn't everybody's just gonna make pancakes.
No, it was we all knew how to make it. So it was like, hey, we're gonna make your own. So I decided to be, like you said, strategic. I got first on the syrup, and they all looked at me and was like, second, third. It was kind of like they was like, you not finna this is gonna be your first example of fuck around to find out. So they said, I remember when my Uncle Shad, his pancake was done first. And he was like, Scooter, because they called me Scooter. He was like, Scooter, give me the syrup. No, I called first on the syrup.
Oh Lord.
He was like, Scooter, that doesn't make any sense. My pancake is done. I'm not going to sit here and wait till your pancake. Now, I have the syrup in my hand because I already knew that it was going to be done. Now, I'm just
Good
mad because
Lord.
I'm third in line.
Holy
I'm mad, so I have
crap.
the syrup in my, like, no. Now, by this time, I don't think it was my younger brother. I think it was my older brother that called it. I remember them saying, Scooter, let go of the damn syrup. Theirs are done. I'm ready to put my pancake on it, and I got the syrup. Y'all can just have some butter in your syrupless pancake until I'm done. Don't you know them assholes wrestled me to the ground? It sat on me, and it twisted my hand, took the
Aw.
syrup out of my hand. I'm crying. I was crying, and I was mad.
Oh baby.
I was so damn mad, and they was pouring syrup on their pancakes. I was sitting there
Aw.
crying, flipping my pancake. I hate y'all. I was like,
Aw. How
I
old
can't
were
see-
you?
I don't know, man. I had to be young enough to know that. Well, not old enough to know that was really a stupid thing. You should just took the L. You didn't call it. You didn't call anything.
You
at the nick of
climbed
time.
on the pancake
Yeah,
hill and
I
you lost the
mean,
battle of syrup.
I mean,
How dare
those
you?
type of things really do happen. You know what I'm saying? I
Well,
mean,
yeah, it's siblings. I mean, because that's the thing. You talk about your siblings, and that's it's some of our earliest memories. It's centered around family.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be stupid shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had some crazy times, coming up, and then when you thinking about it, I remember I told you about the times when I used to live in Mississippi. Chasing cats under the cars, pulling cats' tails under the cars.
And he wonders why you would get scratched and stuff.
Yeah, that's my experience with cats. They used to. I like, well, look at that sound they make when you pull their
Well,
tail.
you're still not exactly the most gentle. Like you're heavy-handed, and I say that with all love. you're just kind of monstrous
Yeah,
with your hand, and it's like, no, nice kitty.
when
Why
I
are
was
you
there,
biting
that
me?
is funny.
Because you're beating the shit
Yes.
out of him.
When I pet the cat goes like, hey. Okay,
why are you
listen,
touching
like,
me?
hey, all right, that's 3. Now I'm gonna attack you because this is bad. I don't know if I told you I got
Where's
a
the
memory
syrup?
of.
Get the syrup.
Okay, that's not asshole move at all, but that's fine. I take that. Remember I told you about that time when I was young, I was never mechanically inclined. I still am not to this day. No problem admitting that at all. So I got a memory.
That's what I love about him. He has no shame.
No, look, I have no
None.
shame here at all. I am not
He's
mechanically
like, nope,
inclined.
I'm not good
It's
at
like,
it.
hey, so we need to fix this. Look, my mechanically inclined is like light bulb. Got you.
Yeah.
Take that out, put that in. We got that.
He's over here like,
Yeah.
I know how to swipe a credit card. What do
Flathead,
you need?
Flathead screwdriver, put that in there. Drill, no problem. Design it, no. Won't do it. We need to make a deck. No, we need to pay somebody to come get this deck done. So now, look,
Next
when I
time,
was
I'm just going
younger-
to make you pay me.
Yeah, I guess so. When I was younger, I had my mom's car. I can say that now. I mean, this car is long gone. 89 Ford Tempo. Now, I told you I used to clean that thing.
Yes.
I used to keep that thing smooth,
You put like
clean.
a Hawaiian tropic
Oh,
some kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
scent in it.
Yeah, that. And I told you I used to armor all the floor mats. Back when the floor mats was
So
at
you
like.
truly slid into the car.
I'm gonna tell you something.
And you
You
slide
try
out.
to put it. You armor all the floor mats. That's not impressive to a girl.
Didn't you say your mom slid or
Yeah, my
something?
mom slid in it. Everybody who got in the car, we used to armor all
She's
the
a
floor
tiny
mats.
little thing,
Me
too.
and my brother used to like, no, we finna keep this thing clean. This ain't the best car we get, best car out there, but it's
That's
gonna be
funny
the cleanest
shit.
on the inside. So anyway, like I said, I was not mechanically inclined. So everybody knows how the setting is on the gear shift and on when it used to be on the right side of you.
Yeah.
You got the park, reverse, neutral, drive, 2 and 1.
Uh-huh.
Remember that? Yeah. See, I didn't know what 2-1 meant. I just knew when I went to 2, the car would jerk. It would jerk. I'm like, man, that's turbo.
Oh, God.
And it felt like I was
Lord
going
Jesus,
faster.
Help me.
Felt like it was going faster when I put it in
no,
2.
You didn't.
So I was like,
Oh.
yeah. So I remember driving with my homeboy Carlton one time. Yeah. And I remember driving like, yeah, you 16, you know what I'm saying? You floored and like, dude, were you out of your mind? I'm like, dang, you ain't seen nothing yet, bro. And I remember throwing it in the 2 and then floored it. And that thing jerked and it was like, whoa. And I can remember Carlton looked at me and was like, stop the car right now. What do you mean? I said, that's the turbo. That you need to put it in park immediately.
Oh,
Like, you need to
no.
Pull over, put it in park right now.
Oh, no.
I was like, what brother, like, you didn't feel that jerk? We was finna get it. No, we was finna walk.
That means it's ready to go.
I thought that gear meant that was your turbo. It was not. People, it was not.
Oh.
Yeah, I never told my mom this. Mom, it's been easily 20 years since that's happened. And if
I'll
you're
get,
watching.
I'll get the belt, Mama.
Yeah, it's been easily 20 years since
I'll
that has
get it ready
happened.
for you.
That was, now mind you, it still drove fine. But I remember pulling over and I remember my homeboy Carlton telling me, listen, bro, your transmission is going to fall out of this car.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
Because you just stripped the transmission.
He's like, you have any idea what that means? I said, no, but it's turbo. He was like, I'm not even going to try to explain to you why that is
turbo.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not even going to try to explain to you why you
You're
are
over there
terribly wrong.
rationalizing it. Well, 2
He's
starts
like-
with a T.
Yeah, well, he
so
was
I
like-
thought that meant.
He was like, I need you to thinking about something, Davey. I said, what? He said, you are in an 89 Ford Tempo. Does it make sense that this 2 means turbo?
But tempo starts with the T too.
But I said, shit, I didn't know, man. I didn't know. He was like, bro, listen to me. Do not do that
Oh,
shit
baby.
again. He said, if your mom finds out what you just
Kick
did,
your
I'm going to be
butt.
right there with her like, you damn right. And he need every drop of it. Get his ass.
I'm surprised he didn't call her and go, dude.
He's like, bro, he said, you've done some dumbass shit before, but he said that one, bro, I never thought anybody would think that. So what about you, baby? You got any more early memories?
Oh, I have several, but I just
What
wanted
you
to
got?
throw this out there.
What you got?
Apparently, children begin forming explicit childhood memories around the age of 2, but the majority are still implicit memories until they're about 7. Adults can generally recall events from 3 to 4 years, with those that have primarily experiential memories beginning around 4.5 years. Oh, cool. So, yeah, basically,
I must say I had just a traumatizing childhood, and according to that,
right?
apparently I was like really traumatized.
You were traumatized by the syrup. No wonder you're always, where's the syrup? Now I know. And the other day
Yeah.
he was freaking out. He's like, "Where's the syrup?" I was like,
Yeah.
I don't worry about it. I got some maple syrup in the back. Like,
well, hey,
I'll get it."
it wasn't right there.
I
And the
see
only reason I
that.
calmed down because it was only us two. It wasn't
You're
like
like
3 and 4
calling
people.
dibs, and I'm like, I don't even like syrup. Here. Take it.
I mean,
And he keeps it right by him, too.
Yeah.
Now we know
I
why.
mean, hey.
I didn't know why.
I'm
I thought
telling
it was
you.
just a quirk.
No, I mean, I told
It's
you.
a trigger.
I guess so.
Trauma response.
What else you got, baby? Because I got one more. Go ahead. What you got?
I'm trying to think of a early it's just I don't know. It's just centered around, family. It's just a bunch of
Yeah.
jumbled memories. I mean, I have the spider thing and I talked about it on the Bugs
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
I was like 5.
Mm.
And we just moved into a house in Arkansas. Thank God we left 2 months later.
Yeah.
And woke up because our bed hadn't arrived yet. The U-Haul wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
So we all, as a family, slept on the living room floor. We had blankets and pillows.
Yeah.
And I woke up to my entire family leaning over my face going, shh, it's okay. It's
See?
okay. Don't move, Misty.
Yeah. Now, how can
Don't
you
move,
wake up to
Mouse.
that?
Don't move, Mouse. You're okay. Mihi, you're okay.
Mhm.
Giving me all my nicknames. And I'm like, what the hell? And just then these legs went across my face. And and my hair was to my
No.
knees.
Nope.
And my mom grabbed me in my little poochy nightgown and took me outside and stripped me down and made me bend over and shook out my hair. And I had several hundreds of spiders on me. They had come out of, it was a very old house. They'd come out of the fireplace. And
Really?
yeah,
Nah.
I was covered in spiders. There was all kinds of spiders too.
Yeah.
And it was very scary and very traumatizing for
Yeah,
everybody.
that's how you. But no wonder you won't kill a spider now.
I don't get near
It's just like,
spiders.
nope.
I don't.
Yeah. That.
I hate them.
I was finna tell the ice cream story, but
I
all
have
right. I
true
guess
trauma.
that takes it.
I have true trauma
You
from
got
spiders.
that right. I was talking about the ice cream story, but dang. Yeah. Spider story.
Spiders scare
Yeah,
me.
but here's the other thing. Also, I'm not a fan of spiders either. Like it's like there's just
I
something
have
about
a
them.
respectful, because
Yeah.
I love like orb
Yeah.
weavers and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love seeing a good garden spider.
Yeah, no.
But and then of course a few years ago I was bit by a black widow twice
Yeah,
because it couldn't get enough the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It was like this
yeah, but
bitch won't die.
I'm gonna tell you something though. I gotta be honest. I seen all them little Facebook pictures like, hey, I'm an orb reaver, a golden reaver. Don't kill me. I actually am good. Now this motherfucker is yellow and black.
They're
And his
beautiful.
legs
They're
is
Charlotte's Web.
Okay.
Davey's like, fuck around, find
Nah,
out. Charlotte's Web
so
just
I'ma
says
tell you
get
something.
out.
So I'm gonna tell you something. My wife is you made me into a kindly person when it comes to bugs. So like there was a moth that
Okay.
flew in. She was like, no, just let it back outside. I said, okay. She can't get me to do that with flies. They die all the time.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
they get
but
talked
a
to
moth,
first.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. A moth, I'm like, all right, fine. Hey, just let it outside first. Yeah, a couple of things that I don't care when it comes to nature. Spiders, well, just let it outside. No, it came inside my domain. That's its own damn fault. You understand that? No. Black widows, wolf spiders, brown recluses, orb weavers, sorry. I'm not sitting here, wait a minute, that only has yellow and black spots. It ain't going to do anything to me. It's cool. No. No. What was that one we had by the mailbox? We had a friend, a spider.
I named
at
it
the-
Aragog.
Yeah. Okay. If I saw Aragog,
And I was like, hi, Aragog.
Nah.
I will let you live here because you're outside and I've put plants below the mailbox and this is your domain as
Yeah.
much as it is mine. So I have to make peace with the spiders that are outside because I don't want to be I don't want to walk through my life trauma
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fear. And so I really do my best if I'm outside,
yeah.
we leave those alone. Even if they're crawling on me, I'm
Yeah.
outside. I'm gardening.
makes
like
one of us.
I have to.
That makes
But,
one of us.
it happened the other day unpacking Devon.
Yeah.
There was a big ass brown, I'm sure, recluse. It was not a wolf spider, and
Yeah.
it was not a garden spider, and it was not a daddy longlegs.
Yeah.
And I
And-
was like, and I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done
yeah.
unpacking,
And
and
it-
that's an empty box now, and the
just stays
spider
there.
lives there.
It just stays there. So
So-
I'm telling you, look, we obviously got some crazy ass memories.
Ugh.
I can tell you that, and we probably hadn't even touched the surface when it comes to our memories. Because as with everything, you guys know what it is. It's like going to take your car in, right? Hey, tell me what's wrong with the car. I don't know. And then when you leave, it's like, see all of this.
But let's talk about really quickly how great, though, in our heads those memories are of food or
Yeah.
of Kool-Aid or how good it tasted.
Man.
Things tasted different. And
Yeah.
don't sit there and say, well, your taste buds were
No,
younger.
no.
No, it was real sugar. And there was a lot of it.
Yeah.
And there was things like trans fats
Yeah.
And there was all kinds of, so everything, to me, when I look back on food memories, everything seems brighter. Like,
yeah.
just
Well,
more pungent.
Me and you were just talking about before how the Mexican pizza at Taco Bell used to have black olives, used to have green onions,
Fire.
used to have all that on there.
Oh,
And now you're like, this takes Pizza Hut used to reign supreme.
oh my God.
Y'all don't even
There
understand.
was-
Pizza Hut, there was
no
no
other.
everybody attempted to come in second. Pizza Hut
There
used
was
to be
no
the
other.
Tiger Woods of the pizza.
Tiger Woods,
Yeah,
y'all.
Tiger Woods, y'all.
Tiger
So,
Woods.
seriously, and then
Yeah.
and I remember Little Caesars came out, and they stuff was
Pizza.
always so fresh.
Yep.
It was so now you look at all of it like you changed.
Yeah. And it's
You
just, it's
changed.
crazy because that's the great thing about memories. I think, we all sit there and go,
Yeah.
man, I remember when this tasted
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
Yep. And now it's like, ugh. Now it's like, I guess we'll eat it, but blah. But now it's you'd be better off with Papa Murphy's, which is they stick to the fresh.
Yeah.
They stick to the fresh.
I like Pop.
Yeah.
Why does it
But-
always go back to food?
Yeah, I know. That's what we
It's
do.
either like spiders, bugs, or food.
Hey, that's what we do here. That's what we do here. Hey, look, we hope you guys have
Weird.
made you guys think of some memories that you guys may also
Think
have
of your
too.
memories.
Yeah, thank you for your memories. You guys know where to find us at DM Watts Podcast at gmail.com. Y'all can find us all over YouTube, Spotify, all the other great streaming services, right?
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, we're on Threads. Once again, we're on Threads. So
Davey's on Threads. I'm
yeah,
not. So if you're interacting with
I control the
Watts
Threads one.
on
Yeah,
Threads,
that's me.
you ain't talking to me.
Yeah, that's Threads.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, so no, we're everywhere. Hey, once again, shout out to all our 15,800 people that downloaded our episodes. We appreciate you. We really do.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Hey, look, we're going to catch you guys on the next one. Sign off for DM Watch Podcast. I am Davie.
I'm Misti.